Welcome to another video here in our series of 3D configuration videos. I'm going to show how to mount a Swarovski Z8i Gen 2 2-16x50 on a Tikka T3x Lite in 270 Winchester short magnum. So as you're able to see, we got a comment here on YouTube channel if we can help find a mounting solution for this rifle with this scope. So let's go into it. Okay, so we will choose Tikka T3x Lite. Okay, so let's go to Tikka. Here we'll configure it. So the good thing is that with 270 Winchester short magnum, I would say this one is, yeah. So basically the action is the same with all Tikkas. I don't know if he has a stainless light or a black one. Well, the stainless one is nicer, so I'll go with the stainless one. And given the caliber, I would take a 24-inch barrel. So it has 3 different lengths, but since this is a short magnum caliber, I will go with the longest one. Okay, so let's see what would be the best option. So the user specified that it has a Swarovski second generation of the Z8i. So these are those. You have to understand that the second generation came out just like 2 months ago or something like that. So they're completely new. The differences to the previous generation are minimal, but still, okay, 30mm tube, let's say 1 ballistic turret, and 4 AI reticle. There are other reticles also available, but honestly speaking, majority of people has a 4 AI reticle, which I think is also the most suitable for this scope. So the user already has Picatinny rail mounted, probably factory mounted on his rifle, so I will say that the Aerotac Picatinny rail is the closest one to the original one. So, but once you have a Picatinny rail on Tikka rifle, you always need to expect that the whole mounting setup is going to be a little bit higher. So let's first check with rings. But I would say with fixed rings, 6mm are among the lowest options from Recknagel. I think this is going to be a really, yeah, this one is really low. You can see that, okay, we will check also the distance to the eye. Yeah, if we push the scope a little bit further, like this, it's going to be even better, like, let's say like this. So, I place it a little bit too forward. Okay, so we have around 29 centimeters from tip of the stock to the lens. I think this is quite optimal, and we have 2.5mm of clearing between the barrel and the scope, and this is optimal, honestly speaking. We can even try if it will work with a clip-on. I think 2.5mm is enough, especially for Smart Clip Ultra Short Edition adapters, and we will also try with a Rusan one. Yeah, it works even with an adapter. So yeah, this, I would say it's a really good option, but this is a fixed mount. We will also check if the bolt handle can also, there is no collision there. Okay, but this is fixed mount. I would say this is optimal if you go with a fixed version. If, however, you would like to have a QD mount, then basically you could either go with Inomount or McQuick or Henneberger Samo mount. Let's try with Inomount, because I think Inomount is among the lowest one, but it's already 14mm high. So this mount, okay, so we have to put it a little bit forward, like this, and we need to put the scope into this dimension. somewhere here it's optimal. You see, okay, with this setup, you have an option to remove the scope and to use a red dot instead of it and change scope and red dot and always retain 0 because in mount mounts always retain 0. But instead of 2.5 millimeters, you will have a much higher. You have 11 millimeters, almost 12 millimeters of distance between the scope and the barrel. So this is far less optimal if you're searching for a really low mount. But it is, and this setup does enable you to swap mounts between, well, swap optics on the rifle. So you can use red dot on driven hunts, and you can use this rifle scope on everything else. So it goes all down to personal preferences. If this rifle would be mounted without, or not mounted, if you would use a setup, mounting setup without the Picatinny rail, we could lose around 5 millimeters. So if we wouldn't have Picatinny rail installed on the rifle, even the rifle switch comes from the factory, you can still remove the Picatinny rail and then mount directly on the dovetail, which Tikka Action has. Then you get a much lower mounting options. But like I said, the user specified it has a Picatinny rail on top, and I showed all the possibilities with Picatinny rail included. So thank you for watching. I hope this video was useful. If you would need any additional information, or if you have a similar mounting dilemma, use the comments or send us an email. And if you would like to gain access to this tool and use it by yourself, this is going to be possible in March 2026. Use the sign up form below in the description of this video, and you will be among the first to gain access and try the tool by yourself. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.